Now, I would like to invite a leader who needs no introduction, who always inspires and motivates us with his captivating words. Mr. Vivek Atre, former IS officer, presently a motivational TEDx speaker, author of Finding Success Within, a mentor, an advisor, a columnist. He has given 8 TEDx talks and 3 Josh talks, which have over 3 million views on YouTube and is one of the key members behind Suvichar. Welcome, sir.
The Chief Guest, General VP Malik, Mr. B.K. Kapoor, Colonel D.S. Chima, Colonel Babarwal, our host and principal, Mr. Piyush Punj, the staff, the faculty, the students. It's a wonderful morning. It's a great occasion. We've already been around your school a little bit to see the gardens and the facilities. We also were asked to plant a tree, a chandan tree. We've been taking part in some puja ceremonies, religious ceremonies, spiritual ceremonies. One of the young ladies explained the meaning of Swami Vivek Anand with the 3 mirrors, and we were received by the head boy and the head girl. The head girl spoke very well. Nandini Kaushik? Nandini Kaushal. And ma'am Anjana also spoke very well. Piyush, she always speaks well, so nothing to remark. The personality who exudes that, the French call it joie de vivre, joy of life, joy of living. The joy of living is something which is captivating if you would notice it in a personality. We are here to talk about leadership. Just 1 or 2 lines about Suvichar, which have already been mentioned. Suvichar is a think tank. Now, if you break up think tank, one word is think, which means thought, which means ideas, which perhaps means creativity, innovation. And tank, of course, General Malik knows more about tanks and colonels, so the 2 colonels also know. But in this case, a think tank is a thought leadership organization, or at least an organization which generates thoughts and ideas. So the aim of Suvichar is to engage with young people especially, to generate ideas, solutions for society. One of the topics that we wanted to take up, which the principal also wanted to talk about with you, was leadership and skill development towards leadership. And I think it's a very appropriate topic for us to talk about post-pandemic, even though post-pandemic is still not where we are, but definitely post-lockdown, let's say. Because we've been through harrowing, difficult times. Everybody's been through difficult times, been worried and overthinking. So without going into a long speech, because there are eminent speakers to follow, I'll give you 3 ideas on leadership for tomorrow. How you can develop yourself into leaders of tomorrow. And any of you who thinks that I am not going to be a leader, I'll just have a nice cushy job, comfortable, and that is not leadership, you are mistaken. Because if you are 10 years old and you have a 6-year-old brother or sister at home, you are a leader. Because that 6-year-old is looking at you, following you. Even when you were 2 years old, there was a little baby, she is looking at you. So leaders, every human being is a leader in some way. And you definitely are going to be leaders of tomorrow. Even if you become a software engineer and you're an expert in coding, which many of you already are these days, after 5 years you become a team leader. Nobody will ask you to develop software after that. You have to manage people. And people are of different kinds. Just as we have unique individuals sitting in this hall, each of us different from mindset, from background, from culture, family, thought process, attitude. Each human being you will lead will be different. So the first thing I want to tell you is to develop something called emotional intelligence and people skills. It's a very big subject, but just to highlight the salient point, people skills and emotional intelligence. The first thing about emotional intelligence is to understand your own emotions and to understand others. If you understand your weaknesses and strengths, your emotional intelligence will already be high. And if you understand other people and are able to say the right thing at the right time in the right situation, in the right tone, then that means you become an emotionally intelligent person and leader. Then you have the ability to bring out the best from your team. And you become an example for others to follow. Because you understand your weakness. Let's say your weakness is that you lose your temper 10 times a day. If I can control that 10 times to 2 times, because on average, because something really important or serious is there for make me to get angry, I improve as a leader. If I'm an angry, sort of snappy, kind of irritated kind of person, you understand? Then I'm not going to be inspiring anybody with my leadership skills. If I'm an understanding, caring, firm leader, then I become a true leader. So my emotional intelligence is something I need to develop. You don't need to know the definitions. You need to know where your weaknesses and strengths are. We develop these, we improve them, we become better human beings, and we become better examples for others to follow. Of course, there are so many things about leadership that I can't cover all of them. Values are needed, character is needed, calmness is needed. So the second point I'd like to tell you is, you have to be creative. Being a human being who understands the situation, understands people, is able to control his or her emotions reasonably well, is balanced, that is part of it. Being a creative, innovative, dynamic leader who can make things happen is also part of it. We can't be sitting on our laurels and status quo, सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है. We have to make new things happen to improve matters wherever we are. Whether you're the principal of a school or the general in an army or an IAS officer or a corporate leader and maybe an NGO leader, you have to keep making things happen. Change the way things are being done if you can to make them more efficient, more effective in whatever aims we have. Are you with me, all of you? Yes, sir. सब समझ आ रहा है? Yes, sir. Very good. I like the energy in the room. I'm sure General Malik and Kapoor Saab, Colonel Chima also like the energy in the room. The third one is also critical. A never say die attitude, willpower, the ability to bounce back. Life is full of ups and downs, turbulences, pandemic कभी कभी आएगा 100 years में, कुछ ना कुछ तो आएगा ना, कोई तो मुश्किलें आएंगी. Can we hope for a life that is totally smooth? फ्रेंच में बोलते हैं c'est pas possible, not possible. हो नहीं सकता. यानी कि we need to be prepared for the ups and downs of life. We need to have that inner strength, faith, confidence, willpower to succeed. And that is how leaders become leaders, great generals become great generals. People succeed because they have that never say die spirit. And often if you look at a top level sports match, sports is something you can learn from. A lot of leadership qualities come if you watch sports carefully or you play sports. You look at Federer versus Nadal, tennis. Or you look at top players. There is nothing to choose between the two of them in terms of skill. They're both the same, equally good. But willpower. 5 sets, chakna-chur body, but not giving up. That kind of steadfastness, steadfast kind of behavior. That I will not take no for an answer or defeat for an answer. That is also required. So these three, if you imbibe, if you inculcate, if you ingrain, take them inside you, and be prepared for life accordingly, then your leadership skills will be superior and you will lead a superior life. There are many other things involved, but these will do well for you. So think, how can I become? How can I improve in these matters? Because nobody is perfect. No human being is perfect in any of these or any other things. But we try to improve every day. We analyze our minds and tomorrow we become better versions of our own selves. That is the way forward. Right? So I'd just like to say that it's always a pleasure to come to this school. And somehow you should give me a frequent flyer kind of program. Because I've come for the third time to this school in the last 2 months. And it's just a matter of chance. Once I came deliberately on invitation. The second time there was a book launch and you invited me here. And the third time when I said, so Vichar, we want to do something, again I'm here. So if you're getting bored of seeing me, then I'll take about 1 year more and come next time after a year. And but nice to see you all. I know we could have had a very big program had pandemic not happened, hundreds of students. But it's good that we have quality in this hall. And you are receptive, you are energetic, you are bright, your eyes are shining, and we all feel enthused to see you. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Whoa, that speech was effectual and has surely stirred a will within all of us to work towards becoming instrumental leaders. Thank you, sir, for awakening that emotion in each one of us.